Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We got some good rain in places. Man, it was nice. The sky was black and dark. There was a little bit of lightning around, but most everybody's getting a little bit of rain, and it was just in the nick of time. This grass is like just crunching underneath your feet when you walk on it. So some rain will help the cows. The grass will start turning green, and these cows will start being able to have something to eat because we're seeing some skinny cows come across the market. My dad used to say they get poor in the winter and die off in the spring, but hopefully it won't be that bad. Maybe we've turned the corner. We had a good run of cattle. We've been talking about dry conditions, bringing more cattle in. With these high prices, people are bringing cattle in that normally they may have held on to them a little bit and let them grow out. But as high as these prices are and as good as the market is, people are just bringing them on in and selling them and getting good money. Monday we had 800 and some odd head, and Tuesday we were right there at 900. So it was a really good week for this time of year. It's generally around 1,500 head through both days for the first 6 months out of the year, and our numbers are running pretty close to what they were this time last year. I think we're about right on target to having the same amount, which is good. You keep thinking that these cattle are going to dry up, and you wonder, well, where are they coming from? So there's still cattle in Florida, and we hope to keep that green space out there. And thanks to the conservation easements, the Rural Family Land Protection Program, the water conservation, the Audubon, and people that care about wildlife and environment here in Florida, we're trying to save and protect the land and keep it natural, keep it in agricultural production, and not build buildings on every place, every spot in Florida. So let's keep that land green. Let's let the cows and the animals roam out there and keep Florida great the way it's been in the past. So there's still quite a few cattle in Florida, and they're bringing them to market, and they're bringing good money. We had some calves that were weighing some good steers. I believe it was Monday. We had some good cattle on both days actually, but I just remember a few cattle coming in there Monday weighing around 600 pounds and close to 600 pounds, and those calves were bringing over $3, like $3.20 or $3.30 on those 6-weight calves, which is really good money. The 4-weight steers, the number one 4-weight steers, are bumping up there around $4 still. And the 5-weight steers, we saw some of them bringing $3.30, $3.40, maybe a tick over $3.40 Monday and Tuesday this week. So prices are good here locally at the market. The feedlots are moving cattle out of there. The packers are buying them at a higher price. The fat cattle market has gone up tremendously over the last few weeks. They've added $12 to $14 on those fat cattle coming out of the feedlots, and the packers they've still got their kill rates, their processing numbers for the week down. They've lowered that number down because they're just not making money at what they're doing, and they're selling meat at a really high price. It's kind of hit resistance at the retail end still. It's marked up there pretty good. It's moving, but not quite at the rate that it was. And that's, here we are in May, and we're in grilling season, and this is the time of the year where boxed beef prices usually are at their highest. So they're hitting some resistance. They're hitting some resistance at this high price level, and we'll see how that works out. But the numbers for the week, this week, will be somewhere around 550 to 560,000 head that they'll process and run through, which is quite a bit less than what it should be this time of year. But those carcasses, those cattle are coming out of those feedlots, and the carcass weights are still above what they were last year. So each animal, there's just more meat. Even though the numbers are down, the amount of supply on those carcasses is still higher, and that's having something to do with the numbers being down there. But feedlots are pretty current, and they've traded some cattle this week already. It's Wednesday, or through yesterday, and they normally don't trade cattle until the middle or the end of the week, but there were some cattle traded early on this week out west in Kansas and Iowa and all, and some of those cattle are trading up there around close to 220, 216, 217, 218 are figures that we've been hearing, and it looks like it could even get a little bit stronger than that. But that's what's driving this calf market, is that end result, that end number of these cattle coming out of the feedlots is a really big number. You take a 1,400 pound steer at $210 a hundred. What is? I mean, you're pushing $3,000, right? So these calves down here in Florida, say those 6-weight calves bringing $3 a pound or better, that's $1,900, and by the time you get them out there, it's $2,000 a head, and they got to put another 600 or 700 pounds on them, and they don't have a lot of margin in there to do that. I know corn is down a little bit, grain, and the cost of gain and feeding is lower than it was probably this time of year. So maybe the numbers will work. We'll see how it goes, but indications are that these prices are going to stay strong for a pretty good while, and we're looking for a good high market for the rest of the year and maybe on into the next year. So good time to be in the cattle business. We got one, let's see, there is a Memorial Day, which is a few weeks away yet, but I think it's May the 26th, that Monday. We will not be selling. We've got a couple more weeks of full schedule, Mondays and Tuesdays for the next couple of weeks, and then be on the lookout for Memorial Day weekend there. That Monday we will not have a sale, but we will be open on Tuesday the 27th. So got 2 more weeks of both days, and bring them in if you got them. I know you got some rain, and that grass is going to start greening up, and you may want to hold on to them and let them put a little bit more weight on, or just go ahead and cash them in now. Either way will be fine. What suits you best to work. Top prices this week on the calf side. Joby LLC, Joey, good job. That was a little feller. He only weighed 135. A little calf that weighed 135 pounds brought $6.90. $690. That calf was bought by LS Cattle. And on the slaughter cow side, Mac Farms from Lake Wales, longtime customer here at Okeechobee Livestock Market. Mac Farms topped the cow market with a 1,560 pound cow that brought $1.63. That cow was bought by Florida Beef. And be on the lookout for Producers Cattle Auction. Our next sale will be May the 29th. That's the week that we're going to be closed on that Monday, Memorial Day the 26th. We'll have a sale here Tuesday the 27th, and then Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, Producers Cattle Auction. There'll be a good slug of Florida calves, these good ranch raised Florida calves, for sale on Producers Cattle Auction Thursday, May the 29th, 10 a.m. Eastern. If you're looking for some good, healthy, rangy calves from Florida that live and know how to eat and do good, give us a call and get signed up and register and sign in for there. We'll give you a login and a password. We'll check your bank account, make sure you can pay for them. But anyway, check us out. There'll be some good calves there. If you're interested, give us a call. Thank you. Appreciate your business. Thumbs up, subscribe to our station. We'll keep these reports coming to you. We'll tell you what we think. It could be right, may be wrong, but it's what we think. Thank you. See you next week.